You know, here at StrongHorse Ranch, we're so glad we gave up our halters and lead ropes. And we're pretty sure that the horses are too. No longer do we go and grab a bunch of tack just to move them from pen to stall and stall to pen. No, we taught them to do it themselves. And it's been amazing. Well, how'd you do that, you ask? Well, it wasn't actually that hard. It all started when we had a horse on stall rest. Every time we had to muck, we'd release him from his stall, and every time when we were done, he was there waiting for us to come back in. Pretty soon, it was his routine, and he continued to do it even when he went back to work. It went so well and made things so much easier to deal with that we decided to try it with our older mares as well. They picked it up the first try. It really made us wonder, could they all get it, or would it be utter chaos? Would we have to fetch them from 3 hills over? But the benefits outweighed the risks, and we soon embarked on a course of training. Initially, we did this by using a Mustang neck rope so that we could achieve a quick release. We would lead them to their stall and release and send. Each day we would move our release point from further away from the stall. The training was actually going pretty well, with only an occasional glitch here and there. We found that even when they did make mistakes, giving them a minute to think it through, they'd usually figure it out by themselves. Once in a while, if we did have to help, we'd just simply step in and lead them the right way. No ropes, no halters. And we didn't actually end up having anyone disappear over the next hill, after all. Turn-in time became quick, peaceful, and cohesive. Now, I'm not gonna say that it was perfect every time. There was this rare occasion when all hell would break loose, but usually it all went pretty smooth, and if things did get crazy, they sorted themselves out pretty quick. You know, it's just like they say, when you're as hungry as a horse, who wants to miss dinner? The final tasks of the day no longer seemed like work. Liberty Turn-In was liberating us. We found that our workload became easier and our bond with each of the horses grew exponentially. We watched as the horses became less anxious, calmer, more cooperative, just more pleasurable to be around. It truly became a stress-free process.
Good job.
And so naturally we wondered, could we teach them to turn out just as easily as we had taught them to turn in? Was it possible to create a turnout routine based on liberty? The horses said yes. Turns out they were just as happy turning out as they were turning in. Of course, we used the law of natural draw and we filled turnout feeders with morning rations. This method became a real asset on cold winter mornings when our northern Arizona temperatures lingered at 12 degrees Fahrenheit. We had the opportunity to see the real benefit when we had an errant horse escape, and we found out how easy it was to just get her back in her stall before the storm hit. We even started having a bit of fun with this. After a ride, we would drop tack and release from odd locations. We found that no matter where we released from, they'd always head back to their stall. When we became completely confident, we released from even as far off as the round pen down the hill. There is no doubt Liberty training has changed our lives. And you know, at the end of a long, hard work day on the ranch, there's nothing more satisfying than opening that gate and watching the horses run for home. We'll see you at the barn.